Ladies and gentlemen, good day. My name is Stephen and I'm your host. Now it is your turn to introduce yourself with your name and traditional greeting. I'll wait. If you are still telling me your name or doing your greeting, chances are you need to invest in a shorter one. I don't know which one needs to be shorter, name or greeting. Maybe both. Just, you should probably look into that, seeing as I waited for quite some time. Now, last week I told you why rugged good looks were a necessity during an apocalypse. Today, our subject goes hand in hand with that, and that is style during a catastrophic event. Now, I'm sure that many of you are wondering why style would even be remotely important during a catastrophic event, just as you were wondering last week why rugged good looks were important. Well, just as last week, I have a very good explanation, and here it is. To start out, a good sense of style is necessary to boost your attractiveness factor, to achieve the necessary amount of rugged good looks you need during an apocalypse. And for those of you who watched last week, you know why rugged good looks are important. And if you didn't, well, you should get on that. Secondly, everyone knows that during an apocalypse, there's a good chance you're going down. And if you're going down, you might as well go down looking your best. It's as easy as that. Finally, if you look at any media source today, you will find that those who have the best chance of surviving a catastrophic event or an apocalypse are those who are the best dressed. Just watch a movie or two or a show, whatever. They're always well dressed and they always win. So, now that I've told you why a sense of style is needed during a catastrophic event, I'm going to take you through the Catastrophic Event Handbook for good style. Actually, there's no handbook, I made it up, but it's a good one, so you might want to pay attention. But now that I think about it, it's only for guys. Girls, pay attention anyway, because we all know that you're going to need to help the men do this. So just keep watching. Ha! Where are my manners? I almost forgot, it's time for an epic transition! Now, the first piece of clothing we're going to talk about is the shirt. Now, I've found that during a catastrophic event, most often men favor a white button-up, usually with some sort of graphic design on it. So if you're looking for a standard basis, that would be the way to go. Now, technically, the color doesn't matter, but I'll get there in a minute. However, it is best to have a collar, and it is best if it is a button-down shirt. Otherwise, it's just going to look stupid. Now, you can get away with a graphic t-shirt as long as the design is interesting enough. But you're going to want to wear something over it to complete the ensemble. But I'll get there in a minute as well. First, let's go back to color. You want to stick with neutrals, greys, blacks, and whites. Honestly, I find that white is the most common. I prefer black personally. Now, that's not to say that color is not permitted. If you want to wear a color, make sure that it is your color. Just to give you an example, the color for this body is red. That's what I would have to wear if I were going to wear a color. And if you do want to wear a color, make sure to get a 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 10th, 11th, 19th, 82nd opinion to make sure that that color is yours. I personally didn't do it, but Jared has gotten the opinion of 3,592 different people to find that red is in fact his color. To be honest, I'm not sure how he did it. He doesn't even know that many people. But that's just off. It doesn't matter. Next, we're going to talk about jackets. Now, I suggest wearing a jacket at all times if you're going to go out during a catastrophic event. If you look at the top survivors today, all of them had some sort of interesting jacket that they wore. Something signature. Now, when you're looking for a jacket and you want to go wide spectrum, something that looks good on just about everyone and you can get away with, go with a leather jacket. Either some sort of aviator look or a biker look, and you'll be able to get away with it, and it'll look great. But to find what works best for you, you're going to have to experiment. Go out, try on some different jackets of all different kinds, and see what looks best with your particular style. Now, Jared has already selected his catastrophic event jacket. I'm going to demo that for you now and explain to you why he actually made a good choice. Be right back. Alright, I'm back, and here it is. Due to the camera angle, I'm unfortunately going to have to move around a bit. This is going to be probably a little awkward, but don't worry about it. I'm good at awkward. I don't know what that means. Moving on. The jacket that he selected was this grey cardigan. It has a stonewash style and a very antique look, something that looks very good during an apocalypse. Different stylistic things that stick out that you want to look for. As you can see, the shoulders have a nice design with the buttons and the folded strap. Anything that has that is probably going to look good during an apocalypse. Furthermore, as you can see, the back has padded shoulders and a very cool design right in between the blades. Cool designs, well, they look good during an apocalypse. And finally, the overall style of the jacket simply complements the personality of the wearer. And that is always one of the most important things when selecting a catastrophic jacket. Next is pants. That's simple. Stonewashed jeans, doesn't matter the color, as long as it looks good with the rest of the outfit, you're good to go. And shoes, wear whatever you want. As long as it's comfortable, you can move quickly, run up walls and do stuff like that in them, then they're good to go. Now finally, we have accessories. I suggest that you avoid most accessories if you can. Ladies and gentlemen, it happens to be time for another epic transition. Now, I would like to start by thanking those who sent in comments this past week. It was greatly appreciated. However, I did not receive any comments about what the Vlogpocalypse should be, so again there will be no reading. However, I did receive comments and they were greatly appreciated. Keep doing that. If you would like to leave a comment or have an idea of what the Vlogpocalypse should be, simply subscribe to this channel and leave it on either the channel itself or the video. Now, simply because I have the ability and the opportunity to do another one, it's time for another epic transition. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the 4th episode of the Vlogpocalypse. It is my hope that you have learned much about the proper styles of a catastrophic event. My sincerest apologies to my female viewers, since I did not even touch on what is best for female style during a catastrophic event. Unfortunately, as a guy, I really couldn't tell you. You probably know better than I do, and it is my hope that you help the men look good during a catastrophic event. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Steven. It has been my sincere pleasure to be your host, and good eye.